Yeah. Welcome back to Suja South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash as always, and today you guys join me inside the 5-liter Ford Mustang California Special. So this is one of 100 that are in the country, and Ford was very loving enough for me to see it. I am seeing a car that's not launched in South Africa. That's the VW GTX. Wow, interesting. So back to the Ford Mustang 5-liter. So the difference is, right, I just saw an electric vehicle and they're phasing these things out, but Ford is keeping this 5-liter in play. So I'm here with the Ford Mustang 5-liter. So this car produces 330 kilowatts and 529 newton meters of torque, naturally aspirated, by the way. So this is one of the few vehicles that are currently out on sale that offer a naturally aspirated V8. I think in South Africa it might just be the only one. Not too sure. I stand to be corrected. So you know how we do it this side. I'm going to tell you about the exterior look of the vehicle, interior look of the vehicle, and then the important thing that you guys are here for, the drive of the vehicle. So looking at this Ford Mustang, honestly, from the outside it looks like a vehicle, like a Ford Mustang all in all. I think this model shape has been around for a many number of years. The new one is out this year. Should be launching in South Africa this year. But this one, you guys know it. I don't need to tell you how it looks or what it has that you guys don't know already. So honestly, I prefer the look of the car. It looks good. It has always looked good, and I think that's why Ford has stuck to the formula. The new one looks insane, by the way. The new one just, you know, it is completely just looks amazing, just completely different. So with this one, what I like about it is that it looks like a Mustang. So Ford didn't try too much. So you know how Ford does it, and you guys see it with the Bakis as well, the previous gen Ranger. They just keep bringing special editions. So they did that with this one. They brought a Bullet. I think there was one of 50 in the country, but that was offered in a 6-speed manual. And then you get into, after the Bullet, they launched the Mark 1. The Mark 1 was one of 100 in the country. And then they introduced this on the California Special, which pays homage to the California Special of in the early 90s or mid 90s, if I should say. And this is one of 100 in the country. So it's good to know that I'm driving one of 100 vehicles in the country. Speaking of the drive, but this is go about in the interior. Nothing too fancy. That big screen that you used in the Ford Rangers, it's not here. Unfortunately, it's not here. But you do get this lovely touchscreen infotainment system which supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And then you get a lovely 12-inch digital instrument cluster. And honestly, it looks good. It gives you all your details there. Everything you need to know about the vehicle is there. Your fuel efficiency is there. And I'm currently averaging, because of the I've been driving, I'm currently averaging 90 liters to the 100. But I did see, when I just got the vehicle, I was just doing like an economy run. The lowest I went was a 10.2, but you will not see a 10.2, even when you're driving normally, because that 10.2 just started increasing. Now, speaking about the fuel efficiency, that's going on to the drive of the vehicle. How does the car drive? Honestly, one, it's loud. It has a quiet mode, but is it really quiet? No, it's not. The drive of the vehicle drives well. So this car has different driving modes. You have a normal. Let me just toggle them now. You have a normal, then you have a my mode. My mode is where you can customize it. The Ford says it's for track use. I get it. Then you get a sports plus. Then you get a track mode, a race track. That's for track mode as well. Then you get something called drag strip, and then you have snow and wet. So there is so many modes in this vehicle to play around. Honestly, you do feel the difference when you jump from normal to Sport Plus. The car's a bit more engaging, especially with the upshifts. You feel like the car's kicking you from behind. Every gear you're going into, the car's kicking you from behind. And so it's a good feeling. So something that I'm not... Well, I just got the vehicle. I've had it for a couple of hours, but something that I'm not really a fan of, I think I still need to get used to it, is the sitting position. I have not found the right and comfortable sitting position for myself. That's with regards to the interior, but it's something that I feel like you'll get used to it. But the fuel, guys, but at the end of the day, when you're looking at a 5-liter Mustang, you don't really worry about fuel. Fuel is not your priority. You know what you're getting yourself into. So I can't really dwell too much on fuel. But for someone like me who does not have money for a Ford Mustang, who can't even afford to run a Ford Mustang for a month alone, I'm obviously going to complain about fuel. But for the average person who buys this vehicle, they can afford the fuel. They know what they're getting themselves into. So speaking of the loudness, there's different exhaust modes. There's a quiet mode, there's a normal, there's a sport, and there is race. That's for track use. But honestly, from normal to sport to race, this thing sounds the same, honestly. It sounds the same. Not much of a difference, but the pull away. So speaking about the pull away of the vehicle, this car offers you so much, right? And right, like I was watching a traffic light for my international viewers, and for my South African viewers, a robot. So this car, from a standstill, I'm just gonna do a pull, and then I'm gonna speak about something called traction control, right? Then there we go. So there, I was losing traction with gear 1 and gear 2. So I lost traction there with gear 1 and gear 2, right? And going into 3, that's when the car gripped. Obviously because of the road, the surface, right? And traction is on. And now I understand why a lot of people end up crashing these vehicles, because they feel they're skilled enough to put the car into traction off and sport plus and all those things. And then that's where you find that you're actually not skilled enough. So for this vehicle, right, I'm here to switch off the traction control, and I will not switch it off for the mere fact that I know my capabilities and it's not my vehicle, and I don't want to test myself, if that makes sense. So with this vehicle, with the traction on, right, depending on the surface, depending on how hard you're going, the car will still slip. It will still lose traction in gear 1 and gear 2. But the traction control, that's where it comes and helps you. It straightens out the car for you. So the car will step out, but the traction will stabilize the vehicle for you, bring it back for you so that you don't lose it. So now when you switch off the traction, when the car steps out, that's when you need to come in as skills. See, like now I'm slipping, that's gear 2, slipping. So when the traction is off, right, and the car steps out, the car won't bring it back for you. Because obviously the car's like, you know what you're doing, you switched off the traction, so bring the car back yourself. And that's why a lot of people tend to overcorrect, and sometimes you're just gonna honestly just hit whatever that's on the side of the road. So when the traction is on, like what I just did now, what I've been doing since I got the vehicle, when the car steps out, right, I don't get scared like that, because I know that the traction is gonna bring me back. And that's something that a lot of people need to understand. And there's a reason why I'm emphasizing it on this vehicle, because I think this is my first rear-wheel drive performance car. Yes, I'm saying it in this review so that those that are watching and have not gotten into like a rear-wheel drive vehicle that's powerful, approach with caution. No, respect the vehicle, it will respect you. If you don't respect it, it will show you why you need to respect it. And this vehicle is one of that. That's why that's why many people that own Mustangs, some end up crashing them. That's why there's so many videos of that, is because a lot of people get too confident, and I get it. Sometimes you will get too confident in a vehicle. It has happened to me many times, and then only afterwards I'm like, whew, I shouldn't have done that, you know. So it goes into such things. Now, when you speak about that, I need to speak about the price of the vehicle, because that's where the selling point of those. And I don't get why there isn't many of these on the road, but you know what? It's your guys' money. So this car, you can find it for 1.2 million rand. And honestly, for me, this car is cheap, right? Inverted commas, cheap, because you're getting so much car for the money. When you look at how much this car is going for, and you look for something that will offer something similar, you won't get it for 1.2 million rand. I'm challenging you guys to go and change cars this year, ZA. Find me a vehicle that's a V8 rear-wheel drive that will go for these amounts of money. I don't think you can, you know. So brand new, by the way, brand new. Keyword brand new. You won't, because even the V6 or inline 6s vehicles, the ones that you guys are thinking of saying, Nikki, those cars are above north of $1 million rand, going into the 2s. So value for money, this car for me is value for money, and it's a Mustang. At the end of the day, you can buy this car even if you don't drive it much, even if you just keep it in your garage, you do like 10,000 Ks a year or whatever. Down the line, this vehicle is going to be considered a classic, because V8 at the end of the day. At the end of the day. So now let me tell you about cost of ownership of this vehicle. This car, so it's priced at 1.2 million rand. If you finance that over a period of 5 years, which is 60 months, at an interest rate of 12.25% with no deposit, you're looking at paying 26,800 rand for this vehicle. It is a lot of money, but honestly, it is worth it. But if you're driving it in a month, your cost of ownership without insurance is easily gonna go to 10 to 30,000 rand because of the amount of times you're gonna pour petrol in this vehicle. So when this car was delivered to me, the full tank was saying 420 on one tank. I just used a quarter and it's saying 250 right now. So yeah, there's that. But I think I've told you everything you need to know about this Mustang. Yeah, I have told you everything you need to know about this Mustang. If there's anything else you'd like to know, comment down below for that. But this was the Ford Mustang review. Big shout out to Ford for giving me those cars so I can play around with it. Yeah, but don't do what I'm doing. Yeah, but I hope you guys did like the content. This year is going to be a very big year for Switcher South Africa. I actually don't want to end the video because I feel like this is what you guys want. And I'm on some lovely back roads in RTP Sport. I don't want to end the video, so I'm just going to do this. The video's ended, so if you want to go, you can go, but I'm staying. If you want to stay, stay. Let's listen to the Ford Mustang. There's a reason I came to RTP Sport for such roads. You will not enjoy this vehicle anywhere else unless if it's some lovely back roads like where I am. Oh my days. There's trees here. No. Thank you for watching. I'm ending the review. I'll see you on the next one. This year is a very big year, it's a personal year, and I've started it on a good note, I'd like to think. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm Nicky Nash from Switcher South Africa, and we are signing out. Woo!